We're live! Yo, coming at you live from England and my home. Welcome to the fourth session of our streamed game of Curse of Strahd. This is where normally a show like ours would pad the time with an announcement or something, but we don't have those because we only have 399 subscribers. If there's someone watching who isn't that 400 subscriber, I'm gonna throw hands. But yeah, we have a Discord. That's all that I could really announce, I feel. Yeah. That's about it. I'm trying to think of something, but no. So therefore, is everyone ready?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So, last that we'd left off, who would like to do the recap? I'm getting back in the habit of this. No one?
Maybe the resident bard.
Okay.
The resident bard.
Alright, fine. I'll do the recap.
You get inspiration though.
That's true. So, last time on Curse of Strahd, we, the adventurers, were making our way through Barovia, trying to find the town of Vallaki. After leaving the village of Barovia, making our ways sort of around several different areas. Theodard, on the way, ended up passing out due to eating a bizarre pastry that put him to sleep, and he had a wonderful little dream in the meantime. The group encountered many things along the way, including a windmill that Theodard went into and found children's bones, so promptly left. The group also found a rather large castle, and all unanimously decided, let's not fucking go there. Going up to a large gate, and staring at it, deciding to eventually walk through. That is where we left off last time on Curse of Strahd Magical Tea Party Edition.
I love how you make everything a TV show instead of just telling us what happened. It's great.
Of course, I'm gonna have, I've got to make it cool.
Dude, no one else would have that much gusto.
Dude. In any case, you get some inspiration, so you can use that whenever.
Yes.
So, double inspiration, because you're a bard.
Oh yeah.
In any case, we left last time with you guys noticing as the road in Barovia eventually turned towards a walled town. I'll give you a little description. The old road meanders into a valley watched over by a dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing beside them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them. Town's about 100 feet away. What do you guys do?
Do you think they like wolves?
This is the town.
It will certainly appear they do not like wolves.
I would agree with that. Well, I guess this is it, though. Just the place, right, big guy?
To Vallaki.
All right.
Just be careful. There is many people in here that will act different to what you have seen so far.
From what I heard, they're quite nice people, actually.
Well, they're happy for one. So, if that's what you mean.
Well, all right then. Let's go in and have a talk to some people.
I will lead way.
Okay.
Walking towards the gate, you're met with 2 uniformed guards that eventually stand to attention, look towards Zu'roth. You can trust these people, yes?
Yes, you can trust these.
They nod,
For now.
step aside, and the gate opens up for you guys to enter. And welcome, everyone, to a much bigger place, Vallaki. And I get to show you this cool-ass map.
I did it, Mom. I made it to Vallaki.
Hell yeah. Upon entering, you notice a few different things. For one, buildings are slightly more colorful. They're not exactly messes of bricks and wood slapped onto each other and called a house. These are houses of various colored roofs. You've got various different sizes. Some of them are even a little bit expressive, with a few decorations outside embodying family, home, friendship, and the like. The few commoners that walk across the street are fairly mild-mannered. They're not necessarily loud and cheery, but they're also very comfortingly not drab and depressing. They're simply going through the motions of day-to-day life. They definitely seem a little on edge, but that's nothing new for the people here. As they walk, they definitely treat you guys with suspicion, but don't just stare into you. They'll take a particular look at Theodard and Lanatu in comparison to everyone else, and then make their way across. But yeah, what are you guys doing?
Everyone's fucking stared at me again.
I would recommend not to take too personally.
I mean, if this place is a bit more cheery, then I suppose I could help bring a little bit more joy. Hopefully.
I mean, you do look kind of strange, to be fair.
What? I'm just, I'm here with me, sort of straw hat, right? I got,
It
me
is
sort of-
strange.
well, it's farming gear. It helps you with farming and that. I think that I make that quite clear. That I'm the farming type. Granted, I've got frying pan and a banjo, and all sorts of other gear. And also, I'm not near a farm, but right. What are we doing whilst we're here anyway?
You want to see man about potion, yes?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, that was the idea.
We should ask around for potion man. Maybe try to find him.
That would be an idea. I'm going to be honest, that completely slipped my mind. So I suppose we should get on to that. Also, maybe find, a tavern as well.
I would say the best place to look for people is usually the tavern. So let's head there first.
Might be an idea, yeah. Right, let's go find that tavern.
Okay. In which case, you guys walk across the streets a little bit. You come across a pretty vibrant-looking toy shop as you go as well, and eventually heading over to the town square, where not so far away is what seems to be a relatively large-looking inn. Grey smoke issues from the chimney of this large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation and sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched on this. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. Making your way on in and towards the front, you are not necessarily met with festivities or anything of the like, but you are greeted somewhat warmly. Upon entering into the main tap room, you see a bunch of various patrons all talking to each other, engaging in various levels of conversation. You see a couple of hunters in a corner, and it's pretty packed and quite energetic.
Right. Well, I suppose we'll make our way in and maybe grab ourselves a drink as well.
Seems to be a good plan.
Okay. So map issues. So give me a second on that. But nevertheless, wandering on in, you're met with a somewhat short-looking human man with a black and somewhat graying beard. You notice, who is the first to meet you all. He is pretty confidently talking to another person before they excuse themselves and you guys enter. Hello. What may I get you?
You sell wine only too, yes?
You would be correct.
Oh.
Then I guess 1 pint of wine, please.
Okay. Which one then? Purple Grape Mash, Red Dragon Crush. What you thinking?
Red Dragon Crush, that is my favorite.
Yeah.
I'll have a Red Dragon Crush as well, please.
I got you. Don't see you folk around here. Well, one of you. You picked up some new friends?
Yes, unfortunately. Have you heard of any news considering other people?
He thinks on it for a moment. There was someone who was something like the person you described. The one with the bows and the little weapons.
Where were they found or seen?
Saw them 2 days ago, heading out of the western gate. They were headed off.
Did they say where?
He didn't say anything.
Right. Anyways, very impatiently for this drink, and then just downs it as soon as he gets it.
The drink is very exquisite. These people have great tastes. And yeah, what are you guys up to in the tavern? I'll kind of reveal some common folk to you all as well and what they're up to. But yeah.
Right. Well, I guess we'll be. There's people on this table. Oh, sorry. I'll squeeze over to this table instead. Right. Well, doesn't appear to be much of a stage in this place. That's a bit of a bummer.
Don't think you'll need stage.
Well, true. I could, perform on the table. I've done that quite a few times. Anyways, before I get into all that jazz, what was that about there? About you asking about someone or something?
It is nothing. I'm just looking for people.
Right. Is it the people you came here with?
Yes, you could say that.
Right. Fair enough. Gotta find friends and all that jazz. You didn't
prefer
say...
them not to be missing.
Well, yeah, that's true. Would help to find them and all that. You didn't really savor your drink neither. What's up with that? You're not a big wine connoisseur?
I'm nervous, okay? Not heard from these people for quite a month or so.
Right,
and
that makes
now
sense.
we may be picking up on the trail of one, so I'm restless.
I mean, that's fair enough, You gotta try and find someone. Then, I wouldn't be opposed to helping you find them if you had a lead.
Well, they left west 2 days ago. We will probably not catch them. Zendel is quite adept to hunting in these areas.
I see. I mean, we could catch a horse, if there were...
I could be a horse if you'd like.
I mean, there's that too.
We could make good speed that way.
Let's see what town has to offer first. The fact they are alive is enough now.
Yeah, I mean, At least you know they're alive then. Regardless.
Well, they were 2 days ago.
Well, 2 days, it's, I mean, a fair bit could happen in that time, but, there's
Yes,
a
keep
fair
talking.
bit that couldn't.
Keep
There's a
talking.
fair bit that
Now
couldn't,
You're making everything better.
They've probably gone out hunting for food or stuff. You said one of them's an adept hunter,
The one that they seen, yes.
Yeah, he's probably out there getting some sort of food or something, or something along those lines. Sounds like an adept man. He can take care of himself.
It is lady.
Woman. My apologies.
So, drink. Zrock's gonna get up again and go to the bar.
Same again.
Yes.
What was another one? You've heard of the... we don't have much left, right? Enough to serve you, of course. Barrels are getting dry.
What is happening?
We had the I don't know, the winery off to the southwest, way southwest. They haven't delivered a shipment in about 3 or 4 days, and who knows what's happening there.
I think something bad may have happened.
He shrugs. Disparovia. That's par for the course. I simply wish to see if they are all right, and perhaps if maybe people could bring back some stuff. You solve problems, right?
I've been known to solve many problems, yes. Would you like me to go have a look at the wine place?
At some point, whenever it is convenient. We are
Which
fine
direction?
for now.
Down.
Through the west gate again.
We can go today. Or maybe tomorrow.
For now, rest up. If you have any questions, fire away. Kind of addressing everyone else. Please, this can be your home.
No. You don't mind me asking a quick question, do you?
Shoot away.
What's your opinions on music?
He raises an eyebrow. You play music?
I pull out the banjo. A little bit.
We have not had a bard in 20 years. Go ahead.
Well, alrighty then. Theodard goes over to a corner stall and starts full on trying to play dueling banjos by himself. Or at least attempts to, I guess.
Make that performance check for me. See how well you do.
Cool.
This is the crux of the bard. At some point in their life, they need to make a performance check in a tavern. Even Benmus did.
He did. Well. He did
10!
10. You're doing good. 10 is in consideration that you're proficient with the tool and you have great performance, you're still doing a good-ass job. It's just nothing remarkable. You're not putting on any sort of particularly fascinating show. It's just a nice little relaxing tune. And yeah,
fair enough.
It gathers a bit of attention. A couple of the hunters enjoy the rhythm for a moment. After a bit, one person does actually end up stepping out of the crowd to begin applauding, even just in when they feel that your tune is about to crescendo, they stand up and begin clapping. It seems to be a quite tall, well-built gentleman. He has a long black leather coat situation going on with a hand crossbow and 7 different cases of bolts at his side. He has he's a fairly friendly looking fellow, and he begins to clap and walk forward. That was absolutely marvelous. Good job, sir. Good job indeed.
Oh, well, thank you. I, been playing it for a little bit. Thought I'd, share, I guess.
Yes, of course. Forgive my... I'm not sure if this is a slight bit offensive, but I've never met one of your kind before. However, I had read rumors about them. Are you perhaps a halfling?
Yes, I am. We're, a kind that likes to stay at home and not go out too much, so it makes sense you've not really met one before.
Oh, you are not familiar to these lands, sir, are you? Oh, it's only humans here.
As I've noticed, other than people I ventured here with.
Well, I suppose there's the Dusk Elves around, but...
Dusk
yes.
Elves?
They were the other group of people here before a terrible tragedy where the devil Strahd had unleashed his rage after one of his, I believe, a bride of his was taken away, a Dusk Elf bride, so he slew all of the females. So now they're somewhat of a taboo race to discuss.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yes, they are strange kinds of fellows. I haven't interacted with them myself, but they seem distant, with all good reason, of course. Apologies, everyone in your group. My name is Vasily von Holtz. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am the resident vampire hunter of this place, I suppose you would call it.
Oh, vampire hunter.
Yes, I am. I came here about a year ago due to rumors I'd heard about the greatest vampire of all rising from the dead once again, and I thought maybe I could contribute in perhaps burying him back forever. You know, I have a lot of expertise on this sort of subject, and currently I'm just keeping it small.
I mean, gotta start from somewhere.
Yes.
Why start?
Yes.
Why not go bigger? If you're so expertise at it.
Well, one man alone could not slay the devil. You would need many. Many. They needed many last time, and that did not succeed. At least, from what I've heard. I do need to talk to that fellow who's apparently still here. He definitely has something to say.
Which one?
The situation where Strahd was slain in a similar fashion to then, there was... You were an adventuring group, the same as a group that had arrived previously. One of them had stayed around for many years and had managed to stave off the devil as he tried to return, and it's unknown as to how, but he eventually did, and it is rumored that due to the fog concealing everything, that maybe that one of them might still be here.
Have you heard anything more concrete? Or you have just myth and rumor?
I can imagine that he is most likely either further away from the castle or within it itself, hiding underneath. He, from what I have heard from the locals, is a cleric of a deity that I've heard a little bit of back home, Pelor, and therefore had came here to slay the devil as one does. And yes, his capabilities lie in the divine, from what I recall.
So, other than that, that is all you've heard, yes?
I'm afraid that the knowledge on this subject is slim, my friend. I do not know too much of this. I'm still learning myself.
Do you have any leads on little vampires?
Do you mean the spawn of vampires?
Yes. There was one in Borovia, the town.
Ah.
Under the church. We took care of him.
Brilliant job! Slaying a vampire spawn. That is a marvelous achievement. I could not tell you. I could obviously mention that they would be in the castle, but other than that, nothing concrete.
And you say you've been here how long?
Around a year.
You don't seem very good, Hunter.
I'm biding my time. I would tell you more, but this is a very public space.
Well, I'm sure we could have
Hey.
a proper, meeting and discuss things somewhere else.
If you'd be willing, of course.
Well, I mean, we don't have a joint amount to do at the moment. We've got little bits, but I suppose we've got room to sort vampire problems.
No, I'm not insinuating that perhaps we go on a grand mission together or I send you on one. I simply think your friend needs more information that I cannot exactly give when there are prying ears around.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
He smokes a little bit. I have a room. Meet me there. It is the first one in front of you when you walk up these stairs and points north. I will see you whenever you'll have me, but for now I do need to retire for the day. It has been long. And he grins. I hope to see you all soon. And walks up and off up the stairs.
What do his teeth look like?
What do his teeth look like?
Do they look like vampire teeth?
They look like normal teeth.
Oh, okay. My man's safe. All right.
The barman, he says there is thing we can help him with.
I was listening. Jump
That's
off the
very
chair.
rude.
Well, I mean, he did kind of address us all at the end anyway. But, I pricked an ear. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. If there's anything we can do to help a supply of alcohol, then, I mean, it's an absolute travesty,
A noble cause, my friend.
Exactly. Imagine that. A world with no wines or ales or anything.
Well, it is only wine here.
True. But, no wine. It's an absolute, I can't make sense of it. A world without.
The direction of the vineyard is to the west too. But
Well,
we should not get caught up on this. Maybe we can go tomorrow. The day after.
Yes, my aching bones are very tired from the travel.
we'll talk with that guy. And then we'll make our way there tomorrow, maybe.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, you agree?
You'll not want to go see man about the potion no more.
I mean, he's still gonna be here,
It's on the list. We're in no good rush.
I know, and I mean, a supply of alcohol, that's far more important than any sort of potions that I'm looking to acquire.
Especially if we plan to stay here for more than a few days.
True.
Wine would be very important.
We need to make sure we've got our alcohol supply. Otherwise,
I
I'm not going to be safe.
completely agree. If I do not have my alcohol, I will go completely insane.
Exactly.
One saving grace of Barovia, I see. Alright, I tire from this. He's gonna walk up to the bar. How much ballroom?
That would be like a silver for all of you. It would be a shared one, of course, to cut on prices and stuff.
Is there a 2 room?
There are 2 rooms of 2, if you'd like. There's still a silver.
I give him a gold.
Oh,
Thank you.
that works. His eyes gleam for a moment, and then shoves it in a pocket. Haven't seen gold in ages.
Neither do I anymore. That was my last gold.
You just wanted to get rid of it,
Well,
didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys have a room.
He's gonna head off upstairs.
Okay, I'll take you to your room. How about that? Boop. There you are. What about everyone else? What are they up to?
Theodard's gonna continue serenading for a bit, and then we'll probably also head up to whichever room this is. Who's sharing rooms, by the way?
Who knows?
Okay, I'm literally just gonna go into my shell and lie on the floor. Like, it doesn't matter.
In that case, Theodard will share with Lanatu.
Sick.
Sweet. At this point, is everyone taking their rooms and just going for a long rest then?
I was going to stay downstairs for a little bit and try and listen out for any kind of rumours.
Okay. Yeah. As you try and listen out for rumours, you do eventually catch one between 2 people. Hey, you know your church. Yeah? I think the bones have been stolen. The what? The what? Yeah. Someone from the inside, maybe. Can't be the devil, he can't go in, right? Oh, he can now! Shit. And that kind of goes on for a bit, them being worried about this incident.
Okay. I'll then head back up to the room.
Okay. So, in which case, does anyone want to do anything during the night, I suppose? Because if not, you guys can take a long rest.
Just gonna be praying for a little bit whenever Trent comes in.
Okay. Cool. But yeah, you guys can take a much needed long rest.
Whoop whoop.
You fought Scary Druid, who went boom a lot. And yeah, so as everyone's taking their long rest, what does everyone want to do, I suppose? What's the plan, guys?
First thing Theodard does when he gets up is get dressed, get showered, like whatever, and then just immediately starts like playing banjo in the room to wake Lanatu up.
Lanatu pokes his head from the shell. He's looking very groggy. He goes, "Must you do that first thing in the morning?"
Well, I've got to practice. Got to practice every day. Got to practice every morning. We've got a lot on today, so you might as well get up and get out.
You make a good point. Up it is. He grabs his cane and wakes up.
Get on out, old man.
Cool.
Alright.
Zu'roth's just gonna get straight up, put his holy symbol on, and then get dressed, and then head downstairs.
Okay.
He doesn't care if Trent lies in.
You're met with a somewhat more somber atmosphere in comparison to earlier. There's barely any people in here now, just 2 single hunters, and of course the barman, ripe, ready, up and early. And yeah.
All right. Well, if we're all ready, I suppose we're heading southwest to that winery, I believe. Mr. Barman.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the winery, the folks who own it, or anything else of the sort?
Well, they are well-intentioned people. I couldn't tell you too much about the people there, other than, you know, they can be a little stubborn, but they're good, and they always meet deadlines. In terms of the specific location, it's quite a long walk, like a day. So if you guys are headed out, then yeah. And since you seem so active about doing this, I wasn't expecting it. Free wine forever.
That is bad to
I
say
mean,
in front of. This is the point to Theodard.
I mean, I'm not going to say no to that. That is probably the best deal I've ever heard in my life. All right. Sounds like an adventure.
I mean, if there's free wine on the table, why are we still here?
Exactly. Let's do it, lads. Let's go. Oh, right. By the way, as we're leaving, kind of turn to the rest of the group. I was thinking, he says it's a day's travel, right?
Yes.
Why don't we make a small investment and maybe we get ourselves a horse and a cart?
Do we have the gold?
I mean, I'd imagine so. I've got a little bit. Lanatu, do you have much?
Small amount.
I mean, I've got 27.
18.
Happens
18.
when wolf comes to get horse.
We protect it. You know? The wolves come at the horse, we stop that shit. You know?
Well,
I mean, I feel like we're going to be doing a lot of work walking, is what I'm saying.
Or Porostor gets injured. That may prove costly.
Well, if the horse gets injured, then I'll have to pull the cart. But it's better than walking the whole time. My little old bones can't take it anymore.
I agree. I think we do need something, you know, just to sort of get us around places faster, to ferry us around, you know. And even if it's only like, you know, for a little bit, we can try and, you know, sort things out when that bridge comes to it, you know. I messed that up. We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. That's what I was trying to say.
That sounds better to the ears to hear.
That sentence was not what
yes.
you just said. But, yeah. What about you, Trent and Zu'roth? You willing to put down a little down payment?
Oh,
Gonna, like,
I mean, I've
rummage
got
through his
5
pockets.
gold.
He pulls out, what was it, three silver, 9 copper, and 1 whole platinum piece. I do not know what this is. Throws a platinum piece.
Oh, right. Well,
never seen this.
that is a platinum piece, and that is about 10 gold.
Is that?
I haven't seen anything like this since we sold our last sort of herd of cows. That's pretty impressive, that. Where did you get this?
I do not actually know. I
Jeez.
thought it was silver.
Well, make sure you keep that to yourself, you know. Don't want to be spending that. But I think for now we're going to have to walk through this one. When we come back, maybe we can make a little money somehow. And we'll put it towards a horse, perhaps.
Well, maybe tomorrow night in bar, we can ask around to see if anybody needs jobs doing.
That's an idea.
Speaking of which, guys, you know how I sort of stayed down here a bit later last night?
Yeah.
No.
I've heard a conversation. Apparently, some bones have been stolen in the church or something.
Oh.
Sounds like some type of necromancy to me.
Right. Well,
does not sound very normal
maybe
for these parts.
we could leave that for now, and we'll put a pin in that, and maybe see if there's any other jobs at all.
I forget you're scared of bones, yes?
I'm not scared of bones.
You ran out of windmill. Very scared after seeing bone.
You know, it was child's bone. You know, I thought it was halfling bones for a minute. I thought it was like a a message sent to freak me the fuck out, and it did. Just, whatever.
Their bones, what are they going to do?
It's not what they do, it's what they are. All right.
Who was
just-
discussing the bones that were missing?
Well,
Do you remember?
Oh, I just overheard it from a couple of the guys in the bar last night.
Seems strange to be talking about in bar. Not really bar talk.
I mean, it's
I mean,
general goings on, really. So
They were trying to be quite discreet about it, but I managed to overhear them.
Maybe we find bone men after we go to farm.
yeah, let's not do it right now. I'd rather not.
Or we could do it right now. That would seem amusing.
No,
to me.
let's go save the wine. That's more important.
Yeah, you have me there.
Exactly. See, I knew I'd bring you around. All right. Let's go there and not talk about this anymore.
Just gonna stand up, sling his axe over his shoulder, sling his fucking shield over the other shoulder. Let's head out.
Alrighty then.
So, going through the town of Vallaki, are you guys headed off towards the west gate to leave then?
Yes.
Yes. Which gate did we come in?
The east.
East gate.
East. Okay.
Da, 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 and then you're going da, 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 da. Okay, so you walk through more streets, see a few more content-looking people in comparison. You walk past a relatively large church, this time not just a house, like a full-on church. It seems to have shut doors. The seeming like the tender to the graves on the outside doesn't exactly look that friendly. He gives you all a weird stare and like squints his eyes, like a muscular young human with semi-long black hair, a man who just kind of looks at you all weirdly as you go by, confused as to your presence.
What do you want? Why do you look at us like this?
Nothing, just curious.
Wait,
Oh,
maybe we could ask him dead quick.
okay.
I mean, just get to know, and then, if it's nothing, we'll leave it.
Talk to a strange boy.
Like he might know something, is all, about the bones going missing and that.
That's what he looks like.
Oh. Fair enough.
You speak? I do not speak too good to people sometimes.
Alright then. We're sort of, doing bits to help people out, I suppose. We heard bones were going missing from a church somewhere. Was that this place?
Yeah.
Right. Well, do you know anything about that? Who took them, when they were taken, where they were taken to, maybe?
No, I don't know. It just happened. I was off. Couldn't tell you.
If you knew where they went, surely they would have found by now. Or
Well,
took.
true. But, did they leave anything at all?
No, really discreet.
Who is head of the church here? You?
No. It's Father Lucian. He's a bit of a old sod.
Then we talk to Lucian now, or we can do when we get back.
We'll do it when we get back. This is a more urgent need.
And talking to everybody else, you are very biased.
Well, yeah, but like, also, like you said, I'm very good to talking to people. I've got a rash in my head.
Thoughtful man. What do you think?
I think I'm with Theodard. One problem at a time, in my opinion.
See, that's two for it. Let's go.
Personally, I would say we head to the church.
I mean,
What
we
did
can't.
you overhear when they were talking about bones, specifically?
Just that bones have been taken from graves in the churchyard, and that Strahd can actually enter the churchyard, apparently.
Well, I mean, maybe, we leave it then. If it's got something to do with Strahd, we can't really, take that on.
Or
He's
we
gonna
go
turn
to
over to this young gentleman, Milivoj. I don't think you say that. Say, well, what were bones for? Why he says Strahd can get in now?
They were. Lucian called it hallowed.
What does that mean?
Trent, with your knowledge of the undead and the like, you'd understand what hallowed ground is. In an area, basically, that means undead can't step on it. It is forbidden for any of the dead to go there. And he starts thinking, and he's like, I don't know, something about like Strahd can't get in or whatever.
basically, hallowed ground is where undead and the such are basically like forbidden by essentially gods, I suppose.
Did you not think that information was important to the bones being taken, Mr. Trent?
Yeah, I should have probably mentioned that beforehand.
That seems quite pressing.
I mean, it might be pressing,
Sorry.
but, also so is the wine thing. That's very pressing as well.
Let's go talk to Mr. Lucian.
Well,
They're all right, Theodard. We must tackle this first. Seems more pressing than wine.
Wine's very pressing, but fucking outnumbered on this one, I guess. All right, fine.
Head off into the main church.
Okay. You see the church is a quite humble but pleasant-looking environment. There is a small statue at the end with a handsome young gentleman with a baby in his arms, cradling upwards towards the sky. And it seems to have like various different bits of imagery of like the sun and this young man just all over the place. Anyone who's proficient in religion can make a religion check. I believe someone here is. Yeah, Zu'roth. You recognize this young man's visage as the interpretation of Lathander in the normal world, and kind of all the symbology that goes along with it. Looking around, there are a couple of various common people sat around talking to each other. There's some prayer being conducted by a few other commoners and the like. At the head of the statue, currently with a book out, reading through it, kind of with some robes dangling off the side of him, is a fairly elderly, balding, skinny old man. He's got some kind of like wisps of grey hair around the side of his face. His skin is definitely sagging in. It's got a few brown patches, and he seems pretty engrossed in his book at the moment, and doesn't notice you guys. He notices you, but doesn't like give you a strange look in comparison to most of the others. What do you guys do?
Does anyone want to go over and ask him? I just want to be over and done with this as fast as possible. So, get in there, get out, sort of thing.
I'll walk over and say, so, I've heard some rumours about this place.
Oh, excuse me. Puts the book away. You have? All good, I hope.
It depends. We've heard bones have been, like, stolen or something, or gone missing.
Yeska, you naive boy. Yes, they've gotten... Yes, they've been taken. That is a correct statement.
Do you happen to know why?
Well, in terms of all of the other factors, I'm not entirely sure. However, the why is pretty obvious. Definitely one of the devil's people, maybe even himself, if he's managed to get to that level, wants it, because hallowed ground and all, not as safe anymore.
Any leads on where we might get the bones back?
No. This was very tightly kept between me and Yeska and Milvoj. Suppose it's gotten out now, though. Who did you ever hear this from? It wouldn't happen to be some young lad who's, I don't know, naive, sort of long brown hair. Trent, he's basically describing the guy who was talking about it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Some guy in the pub last night, in the tavern.
Foolish boy. He didn't do it, but he probably told people that it had happened. And at this point, who knows? The information is too conflicted. However, when it was just confided between me, Milivoj, and Yeska, he did claim to know, but did the naive child shaking the head and not telling, so I assume he's a little shameful of it. But it's not him.
Yeah.
Can't be him.
Why can't it be him?
Well, he was in my room the entire time that the ordeal had taken place. We were conducting our own private ceremonies in our own room when we came back out, and it was missing.
It's Yeska. You mentioned his name.
Yeska is my altar boy. He's not here at the moment. He's taking his day off with his mother.
We should perhaps question, was he here on day?
Yes. It cannot have been him. I just believe that outside of it, he may have... See, we weren't asleep. I had my eyes on him the entire time. It couldn't have been him.
So we
But-
question boy outside.
Well, I wouldn't do that if I were you. He can snap.
I snap harder.
Oh, wait, I have heard about you. Looks you up and down. You're the, So now this makes a little more sense. You're all trying to... Wow, haven't had folk like you in a while. He's initially, like, smiling, and then the smile slowly sags to a frown. Wow. Sure. He probably won't budge.
I go talk to him. Turn laugh back towards Milivoj, or his silly name is.
Yeah, okay, so you kind of walk back outside. He's currently in the process of not necessarily digging graves, but he's just attending to them. He has his shovel by his side, and he's just kind of wandering around aimlessly. Get what you needed.
It seems we have set upon a new quest. What can you tell me about these bones? When did they go missing? Where were you?
Maybe 2 days ago, I was out in my shed.
You were in shed?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, well, what were you doing in shed?
Sleeping. It's where I sleep.
That sounds like a lie. Is it a lie? Can I tell? Is he
Make an
giving
insight
anything
check.
away? God, I wish I was better at these.
You don't know.
Seems plausible.
Yeah.
Well, why do you seem not very concerned about these bones being missing if Strahd can now enter Vallaki?
His eyebrows furrow further. Oh, I see how this is. You think it was me?
I not think it was you. I think you might know things.
No. I know how to speak. No, you can't play with me.
I could play very easily.
I'm not giving you nothing. All right.
So you
I
know
did
things.
what I did.
And what would that be?
Slept.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna like whistle for everyone else to come over.
Oh, you got the whole posse here now.
Well, they are actually better at questioning than me. I'm better at, breaking bones.
What's going on then, Zu'roth?
This man, he knows things.
My friend, if you know something that may help us, we really do need you to tell us. Surely this is in your best interest.
Who said I knew anything? You're all twisting my words.
No, you say I not tell you anything.
'Cause there's nothing to fucking tell. Back off. And he turns
Or-
around and starts walking away.
Well, that did not go too well.
Looks like our lead's gone dry. I suppose we can't really solve this mystery. How about we go off to the winery?
I agree with Zu'roth. That man clearly knows something.
For goodness sakes. Right, okay. I know people, all right? I don't think there's any way you can get through to him unless you've, got someone who can, speak directly to him on a personal level. And,
Right. You listen. The faster we sort this, the faster we don't need to look at bones anymore. So we get this done, we can leave.
All right, then. Fine. Sure. But what do we do?
I don't know. You're good at talking to people.
You've tried talking to him. He didn't really seem like the type of person who wanted to talk back.
I have talked to him. I am not best talker.
Right, do you want me to try and talk to him then?
It seemed more plausible.
I don't really know, what I'm trying to pry out of him. We're just asking, what he was really doing.
Yes. It sounds like that may be best approach. Try to figure something out.
All right, then, I guess. Right, I'll walk on over to the wee lad.
He's definitely not a wee lad. Like 6'4" at least. But yeah. He's kind of busy. Like he's leaning on the side of a building and just letting his shovel kind of spin on the point as you walk over. It doesn't stop you, but definitely gives you the biggest fuck you glare of your life.
Whew. I must say I'm not a fan of graveyards, really. Bad experiences with them and that. Really just don't like this type of place. How long have you been working in a graveyard, might I ask?
Since I was 9.
9? That's pretty young for a human, as far as I'm aware.
No, I started late.
Late? At 9?
Yeah.
Most people I know don't go work until they're 15 or so. They're human, I think.
Yeah, well, we're in Brovia, mate. Get used to it.
Well, that's fair enough, I suppose. What drawn you to work in a graveyard, would you say?
Average pay.
Average pay? I mean, there's plenty of other jobs that, I suppose give you better pay than this.
This is easy. And it works. It's reliable. Some days I don't have to do anything.
Ah, well, that makes sense, having to not really do too much, but I suppose you have to, keep an eye out in that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of keeping an eye out, I'm fully aware that everyone else is, trying prying at you, and I understand, they could be a bit brash, but all we're trying to do is just sort of figure out where, these dead fuckers have gone. People want to visit their families' graves or whatever, and they want to pay respects, and, well, if they find out their family have gone missing, then unfortunately for you, I think your average pay is going to go out the window. So, for the sake of, protecting your job and helping you out a little bit, you wouldn't happen to know anything whatsoever that happened, would you?
Make a persuasion check.
Alrighty then. Alright. Okay, wait, hold on, I need to have to... Yeah, okay, I've got the chat window open for this. I'm like... I want this. I'm going to give myself... I'm going to use my advantage then.
Yeah. Your inspiration.
My inspiration, I'm using it.
Do it, man. Oh!
Fuck's sake! Why is my roll so poor tonight?
Oh dear.
No, I'm alright. I don't really care, frankly. If this one doesn't work, I'll move on to the next.
I suppose there wouldn't be too much jobs going around, though, for you. Because, people aren't going to be willing to hire someone who they know would have slacked off. As far as we know, you were sleeping on the job. And if, people are, sleeping on the job, they're not going to want to hire them, are they?
He picks up the shovel and starts, smacking it onto his left hand. Yeah, no, that's right, yeah.
Joe's going to walk over.
Oh, hold on. See, if you end up, sleeping on the job, people are going to know that. And, I mean, I won't tell them, but Mr. Big Guy here will, won't you?
Well, this shovel's really sharp. It does a great job of digging,
Yeah.
You know what? The
frying pans are quite heavy as well, actually.
Joe's
So are
gonna get
axes.
his axe- I'd say Joe's can get his axe off the back. This might be sharper. Do not test me, boy.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh boy. My
With
plus
advantage.
0
With your
is
strength.
intimidated.
With your strength.
Can Theodard help?
No.
Oh, I'm proficient with it.
Theodard's a very
So you've got
intimidating.
+5 to this.
Yeah, I just rolled a oh fuck. Never mind. It is actually quite blunt.
I know you scare me.
What about Jeska then? If it wasn't you, the priest seems to like him. What about you?
Just looks at both of you. I'm done. And just leans back and closes his eyes, looks up to the sky.
Just gonna push him over and then walk off.
He kicks your foot, but it doesn't work.
It's a bit
Yeah.
rude.
Right, we have absolutely nothing here. He is clearly hiding things. Go look around for
Well-
a shed.
There's one 10 feet from where you guys are right now.
Oh, I was gonna walk over to the shed.
Okay. It does not seem locked or that secure. It's a pretty sagging edifice of a building.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk inside.
Okay. You open up the door, he looks over and for the first time ever, suddenly starts expressing emotion. He gets quite shocked. Sitting around on the floor, you see two very young girls and two very young boys, as well as a clutter of various bits of gardenware and the like, and a very rough bed in the corner. They all look from maybe 6 to 11, and they're all just kind of sat in a corner. and like in a blanket together with some dice, and then they all slowly roll it up.
What are you doing in here?
Milovaj walks over and like slams the door back shut. You leave them alone.
Who are they?
My brothers and sisters.
And do you want to put them at risk of Strahd?
He like starts breathing quite heavily. No.
You know, people like us, we can help in these situations. So you don't need to lie to us. We're not trying to get people in trouble. We are trying to stop Strahd. That is what you've got to realize.
Theodard like kind of wanders over at this point and goes, "Yeah, we're just trying to help out a bit for you and whoever's in there."
He looks around towards everyone, wipes his brow. You promised me money, and I got it. All right.
I promised you money.
Henrik van der Voort, the coffin maker down at the east side of town. He wanted him. I don't know why. He didn't tell me. I didn't need to know. He gave me 200 gold. How was I going to turn that down?
Well, gold is not exactly worth anything when your family could get injured. But I understand. So this would have been a lot easier if you had told us to start with. Thank you very much. He's gonna like pat him on the back and just walk off back to the rest of the group.
This bastard. He like walks in the shed and shuts the door.
Theodard kind of like calls in like, "Thank you for helping."
Go away! No way, he seemed cool. No.
Before I go, and Theodard's just gonna slide 5 gold under the door and go, just in case. And that's also to say thanks.
Oh. The gold you hear like slide across the dirt floor. Alright. Guys, should we take a trip to Gadof's? Yay! And they all begin to like clap and cheer, and all the kids are excited.
Theodard walks away, quite happy with himself, actually.
Okay.
We have found information. Trent, Lanatu. There is a coffin maker on the east side of town. He wanted the bones.
Do you know why?
I do not think he knew either. We probably
Well,
confront him.
yes, let's go and talk to this man. He must have some reason.
So yeah, we'll go look for the. Might take us a while to find this coffin maker boy, but we'll do that before I can imagine we head to a break.
Very good timing there. Yes. That is where we're going to be taking our break. Woohoo! Also, just to clarify, my screen just went very dark. Can you guys still see the map?
No, that's why I thought we were going on break.
Oh, okay. I don't know why the heck that happened. Nevertheless, yeah, we're going to take a bit of a break here, folks. We'll be back in about maybe 10 minutes. In the meantime, I will be sat around talking to you all with my beautiful face on the camera. And yeah, stick around, folks. See you in a bit. Yo! Hello, folks. I am most definitely frozen right now. I can definitely be frozen. It's just switched to the other webcam for split. Nobody talking tonight. That greatly upsets me, frankly. I'm very disappointed in that. You know, I sacrificed a lot for this podcast. I don't get to play music for this one, which is tragic, you know. Absolutely horrible. We would be playing music, but most of the good stuff is copyrighted, unfortunately. In any case, game's going well as always. Session 4 today. I think the way that my party are going, they're getting level 4 today. They just seem like they're on that sort of direction because they are about to go and sort out the Bones of St. Andrew problem. I made it a little more obvious because I don't know if they would have gone there straight away regardless. Also, they're too underleveled for the winery, and I'm scared shitless. I should not have offered that, but at the same time, I was like, it would have made sense because Zu'roth, the party barbarian, has been around already and is already known as kind of being a big deal guy who solves all the problems and stuff. Big sip. I hope that this has been kind of helpful, at least in some way, because I've changed a few different things in case you haven't noticed already. A certain Rictavio was not in the tavern because in the last campaign, Rudolf van Richten was there, and he's very old, about to die, and he went and retired, so it wouldn't have really made sense for him to be sticking around. However, he does have a replacement. Also, I pulled out Vasily von Holtz, which everyone was obviously suspicious of because he looks like Strahd. But James seemed like just the fact that, you know, the whole... also, if any of the guys are watching this right now, they shouldn't be, because I spoil the hell out of the game here, so please leave. In any case, yeah, Vasily von Holtz appeared. No one suspected him. I think they all did, actually, but no one brought it up because their characters wouldn't have really suspected it as much. I guess Theodard did, I suppose, but that was probably just James as a player. James as a player likes to be a little chaotic in general, which is absolutely fine. It's very fun to deal with. Sometimes a nightmare. Oh, I recently started running Tomb of Annihilation. It's already becoming one of my favorites. I talk about on the next... I feel like on the next Icewind Dale video you're going to get, I talk a little bit about kind of how I left Icewind Dale because I wasn't really feeling it, and how Tomb of Annihilation has sparked something inside me. It's what I've always wanted out of a D&D game, and now I have it. But yeah, I am deeply enjoying it. Might get a series going at some point, who knows. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that gameplay. Tomb of Annihilation, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and Curse of Strahd are my 3 favorites now. In terms of the modules. But I do a lot of talking today, because they're in a new place. So it's not doing great on the old throat. I am liking this. So far, they haven't really followed any sort of particular leads on any of the card readings. That's fine. They don't really have to do that. It's just something there for them if they ever feel like they want it. I imagine most of my players didn't really get the significance of that, and they probably just kind of went along with it and were like, okay, this weird old lady's going to be doing this. That's cool. Ryan's played a few sessions of this, and so has Rich, so they probably know that this is a little more significant in terms of the scale. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. I'm probably going to give them level 4 today, because again, the winery is a nightmare for players. It killed one of my player characters in the first run, which was very interesting. That was something, to be sure. In any case, I think I've exhausted myself of what I want to say. So in a couple of minutes, we'll head back to the game, folks. thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. Epic. Da 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 da.
All right.
We return, and we're going to get right back into it. I need to make a habit of just going right back into things instead of just talking for too long. So, as you all return back outside in Vallaki, you guys are headed off towards the east to look around for a coffin maker shop. Someone who would like to figure out where it would be. The east is, a categorizing method. Someone can make a charisma investigation check to look around and see if they can pick up any leads. If you fail, it doesn't mean you're not going to be able to find it. It just means it's going to shave off a lot of time.
I'll try that, I guess. I'm not proficient with investigation, but
It's a charisma check.
it's a charisma check regardless, so I'll try it anyway. Why are the rolls bad now?
Oh my god. Bless you.
I rolled a natural 20, and now it's just taking me back to Pooh Town.
You spend a good 20-30 minutes looking around every single corner of the east. You try and talk to people, they all just look at you weirdly and back off. But eventually, it's not talking and figuring out where something is. More so, you just kind of walk past it and then see it after about half an hour. I will describe to you what it looks like, because that is what I do. This uninviting shop is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the window shutters are closed up tight, and a deathly silence surrounds the establishment. I can give you guys a map for this. That's what I can do. This is currently just like the outside, and you're stood at this front door that's kind of barred off a little bit. The window shutter on the front of it just completely barred.
Very dark out.
It is
Right.
unlocked.
Well, I guess maybe he's in that terrifying place.
We should probably knock to see then.
Yeah. Trent, can you knock for us?
Trent will knock on the door.
You will look like you belong in a place like this.
You knock on the door. There's a couple moments, and then just coming from inside is a very simple, "We're closed! Sorry!"
Let me have a go. Lanatu is going to go up to the door and with his cane just keep smacking it really hard and just keep saying, "We have questions, let us in!"
Make an intimidation check. With a stick and your really bad strength, you're probably not going to be able to... I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either. You're not going to be able to knock it down, so let's just see how spooky you are. That's...
Apparently incredibly so.
Oh, you should be talking.
You you hear from within, all right, fine, but I'm not selling anything. You can just look around at the coffins, all right?
Well, it's a little more like it, I suppose.
A lock gets unlocked, and another one, and one slides out, and one shifts, and then a bar is lifted from the door, and then another lock is unlocked, and finally, opening up the door is a very, very strange-looking man, currently living in entirely darkness. This is the fellow at the door. He seems pretty tall, but old, and kind of wears like a leathery apron and a few old clothes and the like. Come in, don't destroy anything. It's all... Come in!
He's just gonna walk straight in.
Oh, let me get some light in this place. Sorry. Starts putting lights up in various corners of the entire room. It opens up more broadly. Arranged haphazardly around the floor of this musty L-shaped room are 13 wooden coffins.
Oh, sir, are you the proprietor of this establishment?
Yes! Hello! I don't have guests here often. Frankly, don't stay too long. I get shy in the light and the people and the... Ooh.
Well, also, to be quite frank, sir, why did you pay to have bones stolen from the graveyard?
Ah! He, recoils instantly. Shit!
That
The
was
little
not very subtle.
rat. No. No.
I'm gonna grab him by his collar.
Pull yourself together, man.
Why did you want the bones stolen?
It was... I was... well... It was a long story. I don't think you'd want to hear all of it, really. I think it's quite arduous and long, you know.
I have quite a lot of time.
Oh, okay. Well, looks around to the rest of you. I suppose I could tell you the rest of the story. So, basically, I don't get much business. And then suddenly, knock on the door is a very friendly fellow who's like, here's 500 gold. Give 200 to Gravedigger Boy. Get him to steal the bones for you. And yeah, then you... Oh, and hide these 6 vampires spawn in your basement. That is also part of the deal. And yeah.
Wait, you have vampires in your basement?
Yeah, 6 of them. They're scary. That's fine. They won't kill me. They'll kill you, though.
I was going to turn to look at Zu'roth and just give him the look.
6 is quite a lot.
Yeah, he did just say 6, by the way, and
I did just say 6.
one was enough.
I did hear 6. One nearly killed me, so I'm not too fond of dealing with those.
Alright. What
We
was the
also
man that paid you? What did he look like?
You know, tall, handsome, young man. Looked a little, like an old young man, if that's a good description.
Like maybe a vampire would look, yes.
Yeah, he thinks a little bit. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
You're not the brightest, are you, sir?
Well, I haven't had glasses for 6 years because someone stole them. So, here we are. Oops.
Who is fastest here? Lanatu? You can turn into beast dice.
Yes. I can turn into something quite fast, I suppose. Let me think. A horse?
Try to get back to bar. Find Vasily. We might need a bit of help.
Okie doke. I'm gonna
Which way
taunt.
to basement, old man?
I'm gonna come with you, Lanatu. All right.
I suppose so. I'll head outside and then turn into a riding horse.
All right. Give me.
Hell yeah.
Which way is basement, old man?
Oh, you know, up this way. You don't want to kill them. They're here for, there's 6 of them and all. Bit too many. Even for you lot, I imagine. But, I mean, be my guest.
Well, actually, I'm just gonna stand at the door and block the door so they can't come through. I'm not gonna go downstairs.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna block up this door so they can't get out of the basement while there's 2 of us here.
Ah, okay. He opens it up and then you start barring it up again, and he's like, hey, fuck it. The stairs seem to lead up. In the meantime, we'll cut over to the 2 of you. Are you guys just headed straight to his room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. You enter. He seems to be in there. He has a very ornate looking rapier that he's currently sharpening. It's a small room and it has posters of diagrams of a rough painting of Strahd and a vampire spawn and a church, and they're all got little strings attaching them all together. Looks up. Hello. Only
Hello.
2 of you. And a hole.
We're in the middle of something right now. There's around 6 vampire spawn in the basement of the the coffin makers. Could kind of use a little bit of help, maybe. If you could think we could maybe take that on with you.
Coffin makers. He stands up, goes to his chalkboard and looks at things over a bit. Yes, of course. Yes, why wouldn't they? There must be some misinformation going on within the church. There must be some kind of hidden... Somebody knew, and you found out.
Right, yeah, regardless of that, they're in the basement and we need help with that.
Yes, of course. He instantly stands to attention, takes a hand crossbow out and holds the rapier in the other hand. Let's get to work, eh?
Right, okay, I'll bring you out to Lanatu. He's a horse at the minute.
Right. Lovely. Okay. And yeah, he leaves with you guys on the way back, just sorting out a few things. In the meantime, what are Zu'roth and what are Zu'roth and Trent up to?
I'm gonna
carry on.
I'm gonna make sure this old guy doesn't do any dodgy business.
Okay.
I'm gonna start taking the holy water I have, and would I be able to coat my weapon in it?
I think yes. I don't think it would have any sort of massive practical use beyond the first hit, kind of counting as like the regular radiant damage that it would deal on an undead.
Okay. What about stakes? How do wooden stakes work?
Stakes are fun. Yeah. You could try them out if you have them.
I have 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you've got those ready. You guys came prepared.
Yeah, I've got stakes strapped to like the front of me.
Okay. After a bit, Theodard and Lanatu horse return with Vasily von Holtz running alongside. I heard there was something going on. Do we need to slay some evil?
We found vampires. It took us 1 day.
Brilliant. Wonderful. Yes. Let's get to work.
Before we go down, he's going to take his holy water out. Everybody call to your neck. In this, it might stop them from wanting to bite you.
Oh.
Don't have to tell me twice.
I'm going to de-horse at this point.
Lanatu de-horses.
Yeah,
Very
start
nice.
splashing some holy water onto people's hands to rub around their necks and stuff.
Okay. Fair dues.
As a deterrent from biting.
Okay. I like it. Vasily gets out some of his own holy water and starts doing that to himself as well. Good idea, yes. What are you guys doing?
Ready?
Do you think we could take all of them on?
Probably not, but if worse comes to worse, we could actually have a better plan.
I'll hang at the back and keep an eye out. And if things start turning sour, I'll try and get everyone out.
I'm just going to turn to Trent. How much you know about this hollow ground?
I know a thing or two. What do you need to know?
If we just get bones back, they would be driven away, yes?
Would my character know that, Jake?
They would know that hallowed ground means no undead, so maybe.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
I'm going to take my axe and just like swing it around to Henrik.
Yeah, that's his name.
Where are the bones?
Well, that's a funny question.
I don't want to hear funny. I want to hear where the bones are.
They're in my room,
Which is
upstairs.
Lanatu. Theodard. Go upstairs, try to find the bones.
You're really getting me to do that.
You have Lanatu. There should be no vampires up there. They are all downstairs.
No, there's no downstairs. It is those stairs you saw go up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so yeah, there are vampires upstairs. That's what I just said.
Maybe misunderstood. Alright, so we need to get these bones and we need to get out.
I would stay at the back and make sure it, like, you know, just keep an eye out for people. You guys go ahead then, I guess.
Anybody know how to keep away vampires? Other than the sun. Because there is no sun.
That would be quite foolish.
Well, we need to get the bones back. There has to be a way.
I mean, I guess we just have to go up there and hopefully find the right room.
We go in, get the bones, get back down, block the door, and try and get the bones to the church.
I suppose so.
Unless he's going to bring the axe ones round against Henrik. You're better to be lying to me.
Why would I lie to you? You have a big axe, and you're almost 27 million feet tall. Quick, just go. Good luck.
Is he lying about where these bones are? Come on,
Make an insight check.
because I really don't want to be running upstairs into certain death.
Hey! You do, in fact, determine that he is telling the truth. He has, the moment that you guys mentioned that, he just stopped lying.
Right, get ready.
Before we go up, Zu'roth, I just want to do one thing. I'm going to go up to this Henrik guy and hold out my silver mirror to see if there's a reflection.
There is a reflection. Oh, is that how
Doesn't
I
seem
look?
to be. Doesn't seem to be any kind of vampire, at least. If he is, he's a very good at hiding it.
Well, I did not suspect him to be vampire. I believe he may be charmed by vampire.
What? No, I was charmed by the money, I'm going to be honest.
Either or, same thing. All right. When we
Right.
go up,
And south.
you may want to stay
Out.
away from me.
Mm-hmm. I'll just... And he, like, hides behind this last coffin. I'll be here!
Oh god, I wanted to be high on level. This guy. Gotta get these bones, boys.
Woo.
Alright.
Everyone, len up for me, please.
Oh
And
god, this seems
I
like
will.
such a bad idea.
This is an awful idea.
We're gonna die.
Boop.
Can we try and do it
Oh.
stealthily?
Wait a minute.
Everyone can make a stealth check, should they so desire.
Yeah.
Why are there two Theodards?
Not anymore!
Hey, 19. I'm stealthy.
You have okay dexterity, I don't know what you're too surprised
I have
about.
I have a +2.
It's better
Oh.
than a... Oh. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah, you guys are walking up. You're staying pretty quiet. Vasily is also going to... Yeah, he's good.
Big boy stealth.
Big boy stealth. And, yeah, you guys all begin to walk up the stairs. You're met with two doors.
I can't really see anything. What's up
Use
there?
your eyes.
What's up there? I can't see.
To the left and to the right.
Can I try and like listen through the door, see if I can hear breathing?
Make a perception check.
God, that's fucking darn it. Anyone want to help with that?
Go for it.
Oh, okay. I can roll good if
20.
I don't have a high modifier.
You don't hear any sort of breathing from either.
Fuck, that doesn't help. Maybe go back and ask him which one his room is.
I will. Theodard peeks his head out the door. Which one is your room?
He thinks. Haven't gone upstairs in a few years. Maybe right, as in like
Are you lying to me?
with your passive insight, you detect no.
Are you... I'm saying that to him as well.
Yeah, he's just looking around frantically. I haven't lied to you this entire time. I can't. I wouldn't. Why would I? You guys could kill me. Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I don't know.
it's
You're
right?
making me unsure of it myself.
Are you sure it's right?
If
If it's not right, if it's not right, if it's not right, whatever comes out of my pants, I'm gonna throw directly at you, and I'm gonna shit myself either way. Because I'm terrified of bones, and
he
I'm not
slinks
in a good
slowly
position
back
here.
behind the coffin.
Did Zu'roth hear him say right?
Right, it's right.
Yeah.
I think
Creak the door open very, very slowly and as stealthily as possible, so
Which
it doesn't
one?
alert any vampires.
Pink for me, because your right might be different from mine.
That one is the
Okay.
right from the stairs. As
yeah.
we're going up to the right, yeah, that one.
Yeah. Boop. So,
Oh,
you guys are welcomed with a kitchen containing a square table surrounded by chairs and shelves.
vampires?
What is it?
Not that you can see right now.
Zu'roth's going to creep in with his axe drawn.
Okay.
There doesn't appear to be vampires in here. Alright. He walks around, is going to come up to this door. Try the same thing and listen through the door.
We'll carry over your perception since that
Yeah.
was the last skill that you used. No discernible breathing. No discernible sound.
Seems silent in here too. Should we go through this door?
Let's try it.
Lanatu, I don't see too good in it. Oh, he's gone. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to open this door very slowly and quietly again.
Okay. For like everyone except Zu'roth, this is definitely looking like a horror movie right now.
Yeah.
Because he's the only one with dark vision.
Oh!
Um.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a problem. In any case,
Oh, it's the
this
bedroom.
modest bedchamber holds a cot and several well-made pieces of furniture, including a table, a padded chair, a bookshelf, and a wardrobe.
Okay. Zu'roth's going to walk in and then realizing that I don't think anyone else can see, he has like this
He does.
little glass bauble sort of on his side, and he's just going to tap it a few times, and it's going to start glowing with the light spell.
Hell yes, ASMR do it ever again.
He's going to walk.
Oh, yeah, that's bright.
That's
a little better.
Shout at me.
What is wrong with you all? What is happening?
You go in front. Go in front.
There doesn't appear to be anyone in here. This is his bedroom.
I'm forgetting your name. Go in front of me.
No!
It's going to start. Zu'roth's going to start
Backgate for
searching.
dealing with vampires. I'm not fucking dealing with that shit.
I'm good at dealing with them from far away!
But I don't deal with them at all. All right, I'm just fucking here.
It's
Just
going
to
to
make sure you're alive. Go on, get in there.
Mr. Theodard.
Just give me a fucking minute. Go on, go in front.
Surely, being at the back would mean you get attacked by vampires first.
No.
Yeah, there's no more entrances in this room.
Shit, let me go in front. Move out of the way. Fucking move.
Oh god, this door.
Yeah. Good idea. Okay. I'll also guard this door.
Yeah, I'm going to start searching around in here for the bones.
Okay.
Oh, boy, this boy was lying to me.
You look around all like so. Are you sweeping through all of it? There's a wardrobe. That's the only container in here now that I think about it. So opening up the wardrobe, it's got some old clothes in there. That's about it.
Try under the bed.
That's what I was going to try now. It's just going to start turning this place upside down, looking for fucking bones.
Okay. If you just looking around in this room, there do not appear to be like hidden any beds. It's not in the wardrobe. It's not hidden in any sort of bookshelf. You can make an investigation check though.
Secret panels in the floor.
Hell yeah.
Come on, I got a +3 because I'm proficient.
14.
God, inspiration from a bard would be super useful.
It's too late.
It's too late.
I know.
You don't find anything of the sort.
Think you lied to me. There seems to be no bones in here.
Well, I don't like this very much. I want to get the fuck out of here, so fucking find them faster, please.
Think he might have another bedroom or something of the sorts.
Uh,
Maybe this isn't his per se.
and then
Maybe he used to have a relative.
there we go. That's what that little song was. That's my bad, right? Wait.
There appears to be no more doors in here. That means we must go the other way.
Maybe try the kitchen.
He said bedroom, which means only one thing.
I mean, maybe it's in the kitchen. I don't know.
Zu'roth is going to push past Theodard. Trent, let's go.
Right behind you.
Nothing gone wrong so far.
Alright, Vasily. You hunt vampires. Open the door.
Very well. He goes to the side of it, lessens in, and then does like a commando, opens up and like somersaults into the room. And yeah, you see a couple crates, but other than that, you guys aren't really in the room at the moment as Vasily flips on in.
There's a bedroom in there.
I can't see.
I've just had a really weird thought.
Zu'roth
Can
can
I,
step in through
as
the
I'm
door.
looking, as I'm
Oh.
like going through the rooms, can I look up into the ceiling?
Yeah. Sure, make a perception check. Them some old ass ceilings.
Fucking dark.
Zu'roth, this large, drafty room is strewn with cobwebs and takes up most of the upper floor. Stacks of wooden planks lie amid several crates marked junk.
There doesn't seem to be bedroom in here.
What? I'm seeing it curves around.
You should probably go and have a look.
I won't be able to. Can't see. In the
I
dark.
have the light spell on.
I know.
He might. Zu'roth's gonna like sort of shimmy across.
He kind of begins to walk over some of the planks to try and stick to the walls. Goes over to here. No bedroom. There might be a secret something in here.
I'll see if there's any like vampires chilling in here.
Make a perception check.
God, this is terrifying.
You got inspiration, just in case. As a
Yeah, you do have inspiration.
I don't need it. I've got low modifiers, which means I can roll high.
That's true. That's the Ryan curse. Yeah, no vampires here.
Right. Carry on into the room. Little bit. Everybody, have a look around. See if you can find secret entrance.
I'm gonna go check these crates.
I'm checking.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
check the
open up
kitchen.
this crate to the south. Nothing particularly of note in there. It's literally empty. Oh, sorry.
I think this man might have been lying to us. I'm gonna walk
Would
up some more,
I?
have a look in the big boy room.
Okay.
If I was going to be a secret door, where would I be?
Would I be able to check out the kitchen real quick, just in case? Because Theodard likes the kitchen. He finds it
Make an
safe.
investigation check.
Why now?
No modifier.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing else of note other than a few bits of cutlery.
Cool. I'm gonna stay here.
Zu'roth will go to check here. If there is a secret door, it might be here.
Make an investigation check. You brush across the sides of the walls and the like. No secret door in here.
Ah, fuck. I think he might have been lying to us. There seems to be nothing in here. No
Just as you
bones.
say that,
Oh,
there is a huge cacophony of banging and rupturing as from most of the wooden crates rise various disheveled, vampiric-looking people, the sharp teeth, the barbed tongues, claws, and the like, all emerging from various crates and shouting at you and each other. Bad timing!
It seems we have friends. He sees a smile and his eyes start to glow.
And we're going to end our session here.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, so scared right now.
We're
Yeah.
going to die, aren't we?
That's
That's it.
Yes.
I will, however, take you back to the map for a moment because we are going to roll initiative before we end.
It's even worse. At least I have inspiration. Whew.
Yeah, it's something. So yeah, everybody can do so. Hold up, let me bring it up. And yeah, we can get started on that. So roll some of that. I'll roll for the various vampire spawns, of which I'm doing individually because that's fair. You guys fought one of these and Lanatu almost died. Come on.
Lanatu, please just don't turn into a boar.
Oh, why do I always roll high initiative?
You're nowhere near us
What's
either.
that?
Oh man.
Bad situation to be in, guys. Bad.
It's okay, we came up with a game plan.
Well,
Obviously, we have holy water on our necks, like really shitty fucking aftershave.
1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7.
Nobody's initiative collides. Hold up, let me check vampire spawn dexterity. It's higher than Zu'roth's. So
Would be.
yeah.
One's only 14. It's not even...
That's 7 initiative counts.
Okay.
Oh, what about what's his face as well?
What?
Mr. Vasily.
Vasily got a 19.
Oh, his is the last one. Oh, right, yeah.
He
Okay,
got that
six.
big dexterity. And also, I would like to let everyone know that this is actually going to mark level 4.
Oh, thank God!
Oh,
At least
that's
we've got that.
fortunate.
Yeah, tough beat then.
Yeah, you're just picking that just specifically
Just for
for
this
this
combat.
encounter.
Right.
Uh,
Okay, now I'm genuinely considering not taking the chef feat just because I'm like, not now, not now.
Fair dues.
Oh God, but like it would make sense for the character, but I really could use something else right now.
I more charisma. I don't know.
I don't know.
What about Trent?
I think I still might take the feat I was going to take.
Fair enough. Yeah, this is just big ASI time. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Nice. But yeah, I was like, yeah, maybe they'll need it for this one. Again, remember how 1 almost kicked your ass?
Well, I hope you guys enjoy this fight. Theodard's first in initiative and is going to use his action to dash and get the fuck away from this. Fuck that. I'm not staying. Fuck you guys.
Cheers, dude.
Right. You know,
Fair enough.
it's not like I'm the healer or anything.
You're away from them all for now, don't you worry. But yeah. In any case, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hopefully you'll tune in next week when our party is going to be fighting a buttload of vampire spawns, 6 of them to be exact. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. What were you going to say?
I said fighting, running away.
Fighting, running away. Same thing, really. But yeah, we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!